Welcome to The Explainer. You ever see someone walking around with a cross of ash on their forehead and wonder what's that all about? Well, today, that's exactly what we're digging into, Ash Wednesday. Using a collection of sermons as our guide, we're going to uncover the meaning behind this ancient practice that kicks off the 40-day season of Lent.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to set the stage with the Lenten countdown. Then we'll get right to the main event. What is Ash Wednesday? After that, we'll explore the really powerful symbolism of dust. And finally, we'll see how it all comes together as a visible mark of faith.
So first up, the Lenten countdown. See, before we can really get to Ash Wednesday, we kind of need to zoom out a little and look at the whole season it introduces. So let's start there. What exactly is Lent?
At its very core, Lent is all about preparation. It's this 40-day spiritual journey for Christians, a time for things like fasting, prayer, and just some deep reflection, all leading up to the celebration of Easter. You can almost think of it like a spiritual training montage before the big finale.
Now, here's something that might trip you up. You always hear Lent is a 40-day thing, right? But if you actually pull out a calendar and count, you'll see it's 46 days from Ash Wednesday to Easter. So what's with the extra 6 days? Well, it's the Sundays. They aren't counted. They're sort of like weekly mini-celebrations, a little break from the solemnity of the season.
Okay, on to our second section. What is Ash Wednesday? So we have this 46-day period of preparation, but every journey, it needs a starting point. So what's the official kickoff for Lent? That starting line, that's Ash Wednesday. It's not just another day on the calendar, not at all. It's the formal gateway into the Lenten season, and it's specifically designed to set this very reflective, very particular tone for the next 6 weeks.
And the main event of the day is a church service where people receive ashes on their foreheads, just like you see here. It's this quiet, really solemn ritual that actually gives the day its name. It acts as both an outward sign to the world and an internal reminder for the person themselves.
So this brings us right to the heart of it. Why ash? I mean, of all things, why ash? To really get it, we need to dig into the deep and, frankly, ancient symbolism of dust and ashes.
The sermons we're using as a source give us a really powerful definition to start with. Ash is what's left over. It's the remnant of a sacrificed or burnt offering. So right away, you see this isn't just ordinary dust. It's what remains after something has been given up and transformed. That's a huge theme for the whole season.
And this idea goes way, way back. Ancient scriptures, as pointed out in our sources, really drive this meaning home. This quote here directly links ashes with mortality, with death. It's a very powerful, very sobering image that's meant to make you think about the finite nature of life.
So the symbolism here really has layers. The ash represents what's left of a sacrifice. It's a call to live a more humbled life, and maybe most importantly, it's a stark reminder of our own mortality, what one of the sermons beautifully calls our inherent dustiness. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now for our final section, let's look at the how. How does all of this deep, powerful symbolism actually turn into a physical act, something people do? Well, this is how. The symbolism becomes a ritual. As our sources explain, a priest uses blessed ash to mark a cross on a person's forehead. And this act, it's both a public declaration of your faith and a very personal starting line for your own individual Lenten journey. This all kind of raises a bigger question, doesn't it? Why start this 40-day period with such a solemn focus on sacrifice and mortality? What's the ultimate goal of this whole journey? According to the sermons, the goal is completely spiritual. Lent is designed to be this focused time to strengthen your faith and to deepen your relationship with God. It's really about clearing away all the distractions to get ready for the big celebration of Easter.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. In our super fast-paced, non-stop modern world, what's the value in pausing for a ritual this ancient? How can traditions rooted in ideas like sacrifice and humility actually find meaning for us today? That's a pretty powerful thought to carry with you. Thanks for watching.